Everybody's freaking out about climate change right now. I've been yelling at y'all about what are we doing to this planet, and if you scroll online, all you're gonna see is nothing but doom and gloom. But to me, I find this as a really inspiring period where we have this great opportunity to make huge changes in the world that can end up benefiting everybody. This is the neighborhood. Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Nieves, and today we are working on a new piece. This is actually the second installment of a series that I started last time about a vegan, vegetarian, fusion bodega, complete with an outdoor market and locally sourced organic favorites. I have always felt a really big need to take some kind of activism in my art. So initially we were home, chilling. Now we are starting to branch off with a couple of more establishments in our neighborhood, this one being Bodega Jardín. My ideal home would definitely have like a hydroponic system or an aquaponic system. A lot of what people usually think about when they think of climate change is that we have to step into this sci-fi futuristic world where everything is like super aesthetic and cool looking. But I feel like all we have to do is start out with the simplest basic moves we can make to transition to a healthier global community. And I know what you're gonna say, I make a mean pernil. But even still, every week, my husband and I, we grab some tofu, we eat less beef, we do these things to live a little bit differently and hope that our small changes are helping in some kind of way. And I feel like you can only build on that. I'm not going to think that none of it matters just because there are other people out there who are doing way worse to the atmosphere. I'm just gonna try to make the small changes that I can make to do what I can to show my respect and appreciation to Mother Earth. Let's start with the idea. In order to get here, we'll need a thumbnail. Thumbnails, like storyboarding, are a great way to get the energy of the composition before you touch any picture or paintbrush. I'll draw mine in Procreate, then use the same program to help choose the best pictures. This initial test run becomes kind of the roadmap, helping me understand which pictures from Unsplash tell the story the best. Once we land on a solid arrangement, the practice piece is saved as a PSD file. So after the last one, I wanted to make these a little taller for social media. As long as I'm okay with losing a few details, I'll drop it into Photoshop, building the scene from this base. What's great about these photos is that they're all brightly lit. So even though this starts as a nighttime setting, you'll start to see why I ended up with a daytime look. To make this bodega, I'll build it from scratch, using the marquee tools and layer masks to cut out my favorite parts of these pictures. For the storefront, I'll keep some of the original elements like the door, sign, and roofing. But I'll replace the siding with some beautiful vines to match the outdoor market feel. The store windows will display some products too, maybe some healthy snacks with biodegradable hemp packaging, and a cute artisanal sign to open up the store. Oddly enough, the veggies are just as important as any other detail. And since I want that authentic outdoor market look, we'll go for fresh, colorful products set in wooden crates and handmade baskets. Now it's easy to get distracted with all these details, so I'll direct the focus towards the door by putting a cute dog in, looking in its direction. I like these grapes too, so I'll drop them in. The ground is definitely looking a little bare. So what if we try the cobblestones outside this market? Now the model. This part's a little tricky. Let's get her out of this picture then drop her in with the right depth of field from the door. For my decor, I found this beautiful green overhanging. I just love all the flowers and colors. So we'll reinforce that jardín or garden aesthetic by placing them around the architecture. What else does a store need? Oh, signs. Some chalkboard ones would be super convenient. And I love this wooden one for a cute floor and wall design. This is a bodega, so we repping hard with the PR flag. Which is pretty easy to make with the marquee tools. Sorry, Franklin, but this sign definitely ain't it. But I do like it as a base. Let's clear out the name, maybe keeping some of the ellipses like the original. Then rebrand it with new text and colors. This is actually a grown woman and not a kid in this picture, but the pigtails really throw me off. So I'll take one for a bun, then clean up the sides. Her outfit inspiration comes from the Fool card, but the colors aren't there yet. If I paint the dress blue, setting the layer to subtract, we can get a very similar color scheme, then paint on more details. Much of her outfit is reinforcing climate concerns. You'll see this with the bees, and just like the Fool card, she's packing light with a custom book bag. Let's not forget to balance out the fabric by drawing a little more fluffiness to the dress. For accessories, I'll draw some cute headphones, then copy and flip it for the other side. I'm gonna be honest with you here, I just, keep adding details. I've seen a lot of pretty hair clips made out of flowers lately. And I love the idea of completing the hair with a few loose curls. Since she's already so stylish, we'll match the accessories on the backpack to her style. I'll make some custom pins and draw the rest myself. I love Easter eggs, by the way, like turning this gold lion statue into a keychain, or using the button pins for more symbolism. Balance right now is pretty essential to our happiness, and the lion, at least for now, is a secret. Moving on to the signs, I'll recreate that chalkboard look with legacy texture brushes and change the words to fit the new market. Now that all the pictures are in place, the next step on the agenda is to clean everything up, making sure each picture fits into the scene. I drew a puddle she mistakenly steps in. then completed the storefront with more sign details. You know when it's like rainy, but it's the mid-afternoon. Every now and then you have that nice bright sunshine that comes in. That's when this is happening. Adjustment layers are pretty key for the lighting. I'll increase the contrast with levels, then use color lookup in the Moonlight 3D LUT file to bring more blues in, revealing the sunlit areas through the layer mask. Selective color is one of my favorite ways to intensify these colors. Then I can jump in and start painting soft shadow with a new layer set to multiply. If shadows bring more weight to these objects, the light pops them right back out. Layers set to overlay can do this. And this is pretty crucial before we step into any real painting. I'll darken the windows first. And since the Fool is carrying a white rose for purity, I'll paint a quick rose floating in the puddle. Time for more painting. So the best way to make a photo collage look like a painting is to go over almost every detail. This means we'll have to paint over all the vegetables, the plants, and even the outfit. You'll basically have to consider how the new lighting hits everything, with some room for stylizing, of course. Here I painted more fresh pink flowers and even added a few grapes hanging over the crate. This girl will also need some love. Her outfit is one of my favorite parts of this whole thing, especially the new hair. The major emphasis here is brighter highlights. And once you know where the light is hitting, you can work to rebalance the rest of it. And our lives will weave together. Now the puddle is tricky, mostly because we have to submerge the rose and paint all the reflective details. Divine conception knew better. I'll flip a copy of her to show her reflection. And it's so clear that it's time to say it now. Then use that same copy as an extra reflection in the door. To keep this up, I'll use this picture to reflect the street behind her, playing with the blend mode for the door and window. Now I can go in with a really sharp brush and crisp up these details.
We both tried a dozen other times, but now we finally found a partner.
Paying special attention to nearby colors and how they interact with each other.
One that we compose together. We're both better when we help each other play. And we can weather.
Painting more light will make everything shine.
And if you'd like, we could start now. It's a foolish thing to ask it all, 'cause love is blind and life is long. But I promise I won't let you go. As our bodies change and we grow old, my heart is yours to have and hold.
And one more adjustment layer of selective color will help pop everything out. Remember our test run? Here's the final design.